Yeah, posh part of society, Hill. This happened right at the end of South Street, as you mentioned, at the end of this couple's very first date. Take a look behind me. This is where the victim was parked in his car, right over there, south in front, chatting with the girlfriend who was standing just outside the car. And that's when police say three masked men suddenly ran up to the vehicle, pushed the girlfriend out of the way, and then shot the victim 2 times.
This was one of them romantic pookies, man. Look at it. Took her here on the boardwalk. Look at the way the sun, that copper sun, just draping that boardwalk. Such a romantic night. The leaves are bristling. The smell of fine cooking in the air. Nature just buzzing. Crickets, birds chirping, and a cool breeze, cool night air just whisking off your supple skin. This is a romantic pookie. This is one of the pookies that you sisters. This messed up, man. This was one of them that was going to take you on a date, take you out somewhere nice. This is a tragedy, man.
This is where the victim was parked in his car, right over there, south in front, chatting with the girlfriend who was standing just outside the car. And that's when police say three masked men suddenly ran up to the vehicle, pushed the girlfriend out of the way, and then shot the victim 2 times. The suspects quickly ran off. They were seen driving away in a white Acura. Meantime, that victim rushed over to Jefferson. He is alive, but we're told he took 2 bullets to the chest. And it's highly unusual, police say, because this does not appear to have been some sort of botched robbery. Instead, those 3 gunmen who were wearing masks never asked for car keys or a wallet.
There was no robbery. There was no argument. They didn't take anything. They didn't ask for anything. These 3 males walked right up to this victim while he was sitting in the passenger seat, fired 2 shots from point-blank range.
And back here at Front and South, you can see these police surveillance cameras that have been installed. Police say this entire thing was caught on surveillance video. They're combing through the video evidence, trying to get a better picture of those suspects. But again, they were wearing masks. Meantime, we're told that victim and his friend are both from outside of the city. They were coming into Philadelphia for that date night.
That's scary. They weren't from Philly. They were coming from outside of the city. Wow. And listen, man, you can't. Maybe something happened before. This is something that's common that a lot of people don't know. Like any minor, like dust up or disagree, like he could have like looked at one of these guys too long, or one of them could have said something to his girl and he could have gave him a mean mug, or I don't know, just a look, and they could have came back and shot. Like, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much, especially a son man. Like, if you're a son man, another son man, it doesn't take much for him to try to kill you. Not much. And other groups don't know this. I think that this is one of the disconnects. Other groups, they're usually victims of sunmen, street crime, stray bullets, things like that. They're very rarely victims of sunmen arguments, sunmen grievances, sunmen beefs. We don't beef with them like that. When it comes to each other, though, I'm telling you, man, because if these people were from out of town, it had to have been something. Those thugs was cruising for a bruising, and he might have said something. I mean, he a son man too, you know. He probably think he hard too. He might have said something or maybe I'm telling you, it doesn't take much.
And his friend are both from outside of the city. They were coming into Philadelphia for that date night. The victim, who was shot in his 30s, currently in stable condition over at Jefferson, as police are working to track down those three gunmen. For now, we're live in Society Hill. Randy Gyllenhaal, NBC 10 News.
Police in west suburban Des Plaines are searching for two men accused of targeting and robbing a man outside of a casino overnight. Roseanne is live with the latest for us. Good morning, Roseanne.
Well, good morning, Sylvia. Well, that man was winning big in the casino until he headed to the car and lost big at gunpoint. Des Plaines police say they were called here to Rivers Casino at about 2:25 this morning after that one gambler says he made the mistake of leaving with a pile of cash. Now Cordero Soup says it felt like a setup. He says this blue sedan that you're going to see in just a minute was waiting for him when he left the casino. And now he's wondering about a woman who had been chatting with him through the night and whether she may have tipped off the robbers in that blue car that he was having a good night.
I know he's sitting there like, because he's running through his head now. That's why I tell you guys, never relax. Always be aware. We're in a time where it's really hectic, man. They're out there lurking. They're always lurking. They're always lurking. Soon they're going to be robbing moms coming out of Target with paper towels and baby clothes. Give it a year. They're always lurking and no one can say anything about it. I haven't seen this video, but I'm sure they're going to make an appeal to the casino for better security. Maybe some kind of way that people don't have to be giving their money in cash. Everything's going to be put on the casino. Nothing's going to be put on the group that 99% of the people doing this crime come from. And that chick, of course she was down with it. Of course she was. These are well organized thieving and robbing syndicates. Where we are now is that you just gotta always think the fix is in. I don't care if it's profiling. I don't care if they accuse you of, that's what's wrong. This just proves that this country still hasn't evolved since the 60s. Let them say all that stuff. But you be safe and you know what's going on. They're always lurking.
And now he's wondering about a woman who had been chatting with him through the night and whether she may have tipped off the robbers in that blue car that he was having a good night.
Now, and was attacked by two young men in a blue four-door sedan, and they hopped out in the middle of the parking lot with a gun and told me to give them everything.
So this guy is the mentor millionaire. So he's probably some kind of influencer or anything. I couldn't find anything on him, but that's what he goes as, the mentor millionaire. Well, let me give you some advice, brother. Anywhere, from sea to shining sea, under no circumstances do you leave any building without 2 or 3 security guards with $40,000 in tow. Under no circumstances should he have done that. This guy was slipping bad, and I attribute that to being a Sun man and being from the stand and just being desensitized to it. It's really hard to be vigilant when, like, this guy's what, 40? So he's been going through this. This stuff's been happening. He's been seeing this stuff his entire life. It's hard to be vigilant when, you know what I mean, like, you're used to this. This is just part of it. And then you're balling, you're living that life, you're that guy, the girls are giving you attention, you're winning money. You're just about to walk to your car with $40,000. Just, my man just got comfortable. And now this is a wake-up call. This is a hell of a wake-up call. He won't get his money back. It's gone. Looks kind of shell-shocked. I feel bad for him. However, this guy would call me Uncle Tom and the sellout, so, you know, whatever.
Out and was attacked by two young men in a blue four-door sedan, and they hopped out in the middle of the parking lot with a gun and told me to give them everything.
And that he did, including car keys and a cell phone, but they didn't realize he had a second cell phone, and that's how he snapped that picture of the blue sedan that he passed along to Des Plaines police, who tell us they are now investigating this case. And we did notice that Soup has quite a following on Facebook. All of his friends, after he posted what happened to him here last night, his friends all posted pretty much the same sentiment: glad you're okay. So maybe his luck wasn't as bad as he thought in the bigger picture. Reporting from Des Plaines.
So this guy, Cordero Soup, that's his name, the mentor millionaire, he expressed frustration that Rivers Casino security didn't do more. I told you, they never express anger or frustration or vitriol towards the perpetrators. They always expect someone else to do something about the perpetrators. He says, I felt like Rivers would have done more to protect me. I'm a black card member who spends hundreds of thousands of dollars up here. I had to run back inside to tell them what happened. Soup, who says he's originally from Chicago and lives in Arizona now. And word on the street is there's a lot of dudes from Chicago and Arizona. So we're going to pay attention to that. On his Facebook page, he calls himself the Mentor Millionaire. Many of his followers said they're glad that he's okay.